Okay, is this thing on? Hi, I'm doing the Formula One Summer Break Accent Challenge. My name is Sarah. Woohoo. My username is Gary Nevels, and I am from England. I'm from England. Um, say the following teams and your favourite driver from each team. Red Bull. Um, I'm gonna say Daniel because I know him a little bit better, and he seems like the sort of guy that I would like. He's more fun-loving. I love his Instagram. Mercedes. Sorry, Nico, but my favourite is Lewis for obvious reasons. I've supported him since like 2007, so it's always got to be Lewis for me. He's like my all-time. Ferrari. Sorry, Sebastian. Kimi, because I just I just feel like Kimi in the morning. McLaren. Sorry, Jensen. But I've really got into Fernando recently. I think it's the beard. Um, Williams. Oh my god. um, um, I don't know. Do I like the omelette or do I like the? Uh, I'll have to say Valtteri, because Massa really annoyed me at the last race because he was the one like who wouldn't move out of the way for Lewis, and it pissed me off. Lotus, the baguette, Romain, um, for obvious reasons, in that he doesn't crash as much as he used to anymore. Force India, you can't do that to me. Hulk, because he's my little German friend, and he's really tall, and I like tall men. What's that one say? Toro Rosso. Carlos. 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 Goodbye. Sauber. Marcus. Even though, like, the Mercedes say he looks like a serial killer, I think he looks really hot, and he's got really big guns. And Manor. Essex boy. In it. That's Will, by the way, if you don't know who Essex boy is. That's Will. Let's see. Pronounce the following. Oh, this is gonna be so bad. I apologize in advance, guys. I'm really sorry. Melbourne. Can I say it in like the accent? Like, I can't do an Australian accent now. Melbourne, Sepang, Kuala Lumpur, Shanghai, Bahrain. That was really Scouser. I'm so sorry. Saka, Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, Circuit de Monaco, Monte Carlo, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, Montreal, Red Bull Ring, Spielberg, Silverstone, I know that one, Silverstone, Hungaro Ring, Budapest, Circuit de Spa Francorchamps, Stavlot, Autodromo Nacional Monza, Marina Bay. I'm so sorry for these guys. I really am. Suzuka, Sochi Autodrome, Circuit of the Americas, Austin, Texas, Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, Mexico, Autodromo. Why is it not Autodromo? Jose Carlos Pace, Sao Paulo, and Ya Marina. Favorite driver. If you do not know this, you really need to leave. My favorite driver is Lewis, and I've liked him for a very, very long time, and I know he does stupid things sometimes, but don't we all do stupid things sometimes? So he is my favorite. Favorite team? Mercedes. And really self-explanatory. Favorite race? Um, I would say my favorite race. I'm trying to think of races. My favourite race would probably be, I'd have to say Silverstone because I'm British. So, and it's kind of got that tradition, that history about it that other circuits don't necessarily have. Like it has, like you can name the corners are all named. They haven't got numbers, and the unpredictability of the British Grand Prix is just amazing. And it always fucking rains. Always rains. Um, Favorite person involved in F1 who isn't a driver. Um, the only person that comes to mind at the moment is Rob Smedley because he's ginger and I love a ginger man and he's got a really nice beard and it's ginger and that's a really pathetic reason but I just can't think at the moment. Favourite on track and off track moments. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Do you mean like off track on like this season? Because this season it was probably what I can't even remember much of the races, to be honest. Um, I don't know. The Bahrain race was quite nice to watch. It was quite relaxing to watch as well because Lewis just smashed himself off, just went off on one, and Nico was just behind him. And I was just like, you fucking dare what you did last year, and I'm going to fucking kick your head in. My favourite off-track moment. It's more for me been getting into the fandom and like enjoying Formula One with other people rather than something that a particular driver has done. It's about getting to know people a little bit better and things like that. The season so far, how are you spending the summer break? I'm spending it right here in England. I've been writing a lot. I'm going here, there, and everywhere. I was supposed to be going to France, but I'm not now. I'm going to Germany instead in February, but that's not to do with summer break. But basically, I'm off work at the moment, so I've just been enjoying it. It's prime silly season time. What are your favourite rumours? I don't do rumours. I mean, I don't really take much. I take rumours with a bit of salt, really, because I'm like, well, they'd come out and tell me if there was anything in particular. So I'm really sorry, I don't have anything juicy right there. In your opinion, who is the most underrated driver this season? Underrated driver. I would say, and I don't know if many people would agree with me here, but because he did really shit in the last GP. Massa, to go to Williams, and I know like a lot of the attention's been on Bottas this season. I think he's been doing a fairly consistent job there, and I don't think he's been getting the recognition for it because Valtteri's been a little bit better, and I can't really think of anyone else who's been, because like the top ones have been like up there like proper consistent all the time. What are your thoughts on the Baku race next season? Is there anywhere else you would like to see hold a race? I think we should have more races. The more races, the better. I mean, obviously they need time to recuperate and things like this, but I think that it's with this whole break this time, it's just done my fucking head in. I need more racing. I need more racing. Is there anywhere else you would rather hold a race? I'm trying. I'd love to see like a Moroccan Grand Prix or something like that. You know, like so it kind of encompasses all of the continents. Because you have like the Australian, you have like the European, you have like the Americas. You don't have like something in Africa that, I mean, it probably wouldn't work as well, but I'd love to see somewhere like a Moroccan or an Egyptian Grand Prix or something like that. They could like race around the pyramids. That would be cool. Is there any other drivers from any other series you would like to see in F1? I've only seen a couple of races from GP2, so I don't really know the drivers that well. I mean, it took me about it's taken me this long to remember that fucking Fernando's not at Ferrari anymore. So um it's I mean, I'd love to see like Stoffel and Pascal go into Formula One, because obviously they like test drive. So I'd love to see them. But I couldn't give you a name. What race are you most looking forward to in the last half of the season? I always look forward to Monza. I always like the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, even though it's the last race. I love that kind of excitement, that build up, especially if it's like last year where we didn't really know who was going to get the title. Predictions. Predict who will be world champion. Big Lewis. Predict the Haas lineup. I guess it depends on if they like retain Kimi, if like Jensen stays at McLaren. There's a lot of things. I would hazard a guess at possibly, even though this breaks my heart to say this, Nico Hülkenberg and possibly a rookie. So they'd like take one of the test drivers from like the current sort of build up and promote them. Predict the most shocking lineup change. Well, it depends on whether Valtteri goes to Ferrari, really, doesn't it? Because if that or someone else goes to Ferrari, because if someone else goes to Ferrari, then it just fucks with the whole thing, because then Jensen might end up at Williams, someone else might end up at Williams. So it just depends, really, doesn't it? I don't like to hazard a guess at lineup changes, because it can all change instantly, can't it? Predict which driver or team will have the best comeback. I would like to say, and I am going to predict this actually, McLaren. I'm hoping that this new engine that they're supposed to be getting, apparently, will not sound like a lawnmower, that it will actually do the job, because it really hurts to see McLaren in this position at the moment, because I've grown up with them always being really successful, always near the top end, so it's quite hard for me to see them in this lower end of things. So I'm really hoping that they make a comeback. And bonus, do your best impersonation of the McLaren Honda. Oh my god. Okay. How do you make I can make a normal engine noise. It would more be like a lawnmower, right? Like a and then it cuts off. And then you hear Fernando going, "Oh, for fuck's sake, why did you do that?" But I'm just gonna stop right there, okay? So this has been my Formula One 2015 Summer Break Accent Challenge. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been your host, and good night.